A lot of missed free throws here down the stretch. Bulldogs have been turning it over. They haven't taken advantage. Stockton's three, and he's fouled. Now that counts as a terrible mistake. That cannot happen.
That absolutely cannot happen. High ball screen, Appling out of control trying to get over top of it, but he had help because Green was already there. Just fell into Stockton.
First of three for David Stockton, who's had a career game himself against a big-time opponent. The sophomore, former walk-on. Misses that one. He has left some points at the free throw line, though, for a guy who normally is extraordinarily good at the line. Doesn't waste time there.
Appling, the difference in Appling. Appling hangs on to the ball and has lunch, shoots a free throw. Stockton gets it, gets rid of it.
Here's Green, and Green was fouled. Last team to beat the Bulldogs here, St. Mary's. Gales last season got the win here against the Bulldogs, had a chance to win the WCC outright, but Gonzaga returned the favor at St. Mary's, and so the Bulldogs shared their 11th consecutive WCC title.
How about winning 11 straight titles? The all-time record is 13 by UCLA. Randy Bennett at St. Mary's does a tremendous job. He gets kids. He had the Australian connection.
It's going to be a very spirited WCC season this year with BYU now in the league. A couple of free throws there. Gonzaga, Stockton, all the way to the basket. Stockton scores. And a timeout for Mark Few. 5-point lead, Michigan State, 7.6 seconds to go. Draymond Green, the captain, three-time captain for this Michigan State program. One of the best all-around players in college basketball. Having an incredible night, 32 points, and it really doesn't even tell the whole story how he's got those points and his leadership for Michigan State.
You're absolutely right. It does not tell the story. You would think it would. 11 of 13, 32 points. That tells a pretty big story. Made 10 in a row. But it really doesn't. He has directed everybody on the court, put them in spots, made everybody on the team better with his passing, his defense, his help side, his communication. It's as good a performance as I have seen this entire basketball season. The season's young, but this has been a great performance by Draymond Green.
And Judd Heathcote, who, of course, had Magic Johnson at Michigan State. I'm not comparing the two, but a big guy who could do a little bit of everything. Great passer, of course.
Well, there are a couple comparisons. Both have big personalities. Both have big smiles. Draymond Green's the best interview in the Big Ten. He'll come over to you, talk, and he doesn't introduce himself to me anymore, but he wants to talk. He'll tell you how he's going. He gives you something interesting. And as you said, a 3-year captain and a terrific leader. So there are plenty of similarities for Michigan State basketball, not necessarily professional basketball or where their legacy is, but in terms of Michigan State basketball, there are very clear similarities between Magic Johnson and Draymond Green.
And Magic Johnson, who stays in close touch with the Spartans program, has talked a lot to Draymond Green. This is a big free throw here if the Bulldogs have any chance, and Green gets it to go. Fitting that he could have the final two for the Spartans. Stockton hoists up another three. Loose ball, horn sounds, game over, and what a nice win for the all-time wins leader at Michigan State, Tom Izzo. He and Mark Few shake hands. It was a battle tonight.